Hello everyone, my name is Uthris, and welcome back to Medieval Engineers, Tree Edition. So this episode we are away from the Citadel, and I am playing the role of a lumberjack at the moment. Basically, since the Citadel is pretty much complete, minus a few detailing parts and furniture, we are going to work on one of the last pieces of a major project, and that's going to be our wonderful siege camp. And I find actually manually chopping down trees a little bit cleaner to do. However, when a tree falls into another one, it breaks it, but whatever. I have to do this. We're going to flatten out a little piece of land to build the siege camp, and this is where of course, the attackers are going to be spawning. I think we're mining with the axe for a second. Come on. Anything? No? Maybe I should chop it from up here. There we go. But anyways, the siege camp, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be all kind of wooden structures and things like that. Going to try and make some tents, which I have found a pretty cool way to do while working on another map, which you guys will get to see at some point, hopefully soon. Big plans are underway. I can't tell you anything just yet. They're still in the works, and I just hope you guys look forward to more Medieval Engineers content. Whoa, exploding tree. That's a new one. Let's try and clear up all that mess. Double check, make sure we got pretty much everything. Alright. Can I do this while crouching? Yep. Oh god, that tree's freaking out. Okay. Now let's try and clear it again. There we go. Keep flattening out our terrain. And I'm basically going to clear the forest a little bit around this area as well. It'll have some wooden palisade walls, some tents, some crates full of supplies for the attacking force. And don't worry, the defense will have their supplies as well. That's just something, that's a detail I want to throw around near the end. Let's put the entrance kind of right here. Do this kind of wide road that people can follow. Or not. I mean, you can go through the woods, it doesn't matter. You're going to have a hard time going through the cliff and wall, but that is an option. In fact, that's a little bit of a balance issue to watch out for this map, but I hope no one uses it. Like, I can showcase it a little bit. Like, for example, you know, the objective, of course, is the keep, and it's on the highest point of the map. The problem is, with Medieval Engineers, you can basically Skyrim or Morrowind your way up the hillside. So if you just, as long as you walk up at an angle, I mean, this is just what happens. Now, I could fix this by giving a really sharp cliff face around kind of the base, so people can't just get up here really easily, but, you know, you can see how quickly I can just sprint around all the major defenses and then take a direct path straight into the keep, which I think is an issue for sure. So I can either fix that by, of course, making the cliff edge a little sharper all the way around and basically tell people don't use that route. You know, you're going to have to do a little bit of an honor system when you guys are playing this map with your friends or with other people. You know, it's supposed to be a siege. It's not supposed to be run around on a hillside. Let's get rid of some of this. But I do understand if people do try and use it. I mean, we all want to find the quickest, most efficient route. Get rid of all these trees in our road. And you might be wondering why I'm not just throwing boulders at them. And that's because it hasn't been working too well lately. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's to prevent people from using that to deforest an area in survival mode. So I don't think they actually do any damage to trees at this time. Because I'm pretty sure if you could just pick it up with a hand tool and throw it, that was enough force to probably break a tree down. Okay, let's chop this one down as well. Now there's not going to be any beds placed here, for the reasons being that the defensive team usually get those type of beds, and the spawn-in beds are the ones that the attacking team will generally use. Alright, let's get rid of all the debris. Double check our road, it's pretty clear. Alright. Let's widen up the exit here because I want everyone to be able to kind of see the whole width of our citadel. So I really don't want to spend too much more time just chopping down trees. I'm pretty sure that's boring for you all, unless you enjoy my voice, which I doubt you do, because I don't even enjoy that. Don't know how you guys can sit through 20 minutes of me, but thank you. It means a lot. Chopping down some trees. Chopping down some trees. Alright, this little one as well. Oh, timber. And I think this last one here. And there we go. Pretty cool. Let's clear all that out. This one's a little bit in the way and awkwardly close to the road. So we'll just get rid of it as well. Alright. Timber. As I said, this is the siege camp. And it's going to have a palisade, a wooden palisade kind of thing going on. And so, best thing. Now, do I want to use logs? Logs are a little thicker. They fit together okay, but not the best. I can use logs as like the base, but the problem is I can't like make them pointed and like shaven like a true wooden wall would be to prevent people from just climbing over. And the best way to do these kind of wooden fences like this, you have to excuse the clicking, but it's to go fairly quick in place as you move, and it's going to create kind of a natural path all the way around, like so. And that's the first path. And then what you do, you go back in and you simply just fill some areas where you can. And it's going to kind of jumble together, and that's okay. That's what you're looking for when you're doing this kind of stuff. This reminds me of building that little fortress outside Lothloria. So we'll just keep going through here. There we go. And yeah, I'm gonna lay out this wall, and then we can come back to get to the minor buildings, because this step takes a while. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have some basic structures set up already. I went ahead and filled in a lot of the gaps between the logs with the timber around, and that from back here, or at least from the outside, if I can get out of this tree, really makes it look like you know, the wall's a lot sturdier. You can't really tell exactly what you're looking at. Try and mess with the lighting so you guys can see. So you can tell, you know, it's just filled in with some type of timber. And it looks pretty nice. I'm going to have to try and touch up the terrain a little bit, of course. This is kind of the entry and exit point of the camp. And I placed around these little tents. And they're just made out of windmill blades. Actually, they need the back as well. I've apparently been told that tents need to be sealed off on 3 sides instead of just 2. So that is something that I need to fix now. I think there, and then if I can't, flip it around there. So that is off the back end of the tent, and you can walk in these. Normally there would of course be a bed in here, but I'm afraid that will make a spawn point for the defending team in the siege camp, and I don't want that. So our fix right now is to just basically leave them empty. Everything out here is for effect anyways. The actual siege attackers will be spawning in their own equipment anyways. So this stuff doesn't matter a whole lot, but for the effect that I want and need, it's going to have to do. I need to try and center that up a little bit better. There we go. Windmill blades tend to fight you a little bit. These things need, I think, some wooden posts to kind of make it look a little sturdier. Again, going solely for looks on these. Very basic, but I think they do their job nicely. And you can even add these angled timbers to make it look like it's actually tied down a little bit. There we go. In fact, this one, since it's actually kind of closer to 100% done, I'm going to try and copy it. Yeah, much better. Can I get rid of these partial built ones? Copy and paste is not something I use very often in the game. I should really take advantage of it a lot more. So here we go. Now I can kind of drop them in. Oh, come on. Do I need to go down one more? I think so. Just to make it fit. And then the general is going to have, you know, a large tent. At least that's the plan at the moment. And we'll see how easy it is to construct something of that size. It's probably not going to be the easiest thing in the world. Can I get over one? Nope. Over here. Come on. I think that tree's in the way. Yep, that's good. Alright, so the tents are back in place. They look a little bit more sturdy and believable. And at this point, let's go ahead and build kind of the commander's tent. Now, what I want to do is actually have something of this size almost as the entrance. And then take these off, of course, so it can be enterable. Did I place that too high? It looks like I did. There we go. Now it's too far back. Got to make sure there's plenty of room around the general premise so it can kind of fit the space. Alright, there we go. And this will just kind of follow. I was going to try and work something like that in it, but I don't think I can. It would look cool though. Like if I just had something like that and then build an A-frame here. Actually, no. Everything else will be windmill blades. Windmill blades to fill in all the gaps. Okay, let's get these out. Get started on this little roof. Flip them upside down so it can actually fit. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Doing little details like this can be a little frustrating just because if you move just a hair off the object, it's going to mess up the object in general. So there's that. And then we need some sort of wall. Kind of seal that part off. It's gonna look a little janky. Just a little janky. So it would be pretty cool to make this part rounded. I think that'll cut into just the general space of things. Okay, can I fit this in here at all? How about if I crouch? There we go. Looks alright. I can just fill those areas in with some type of filling material, most likely going to be timber. In fact, I can actually line this one up a little bit better as well. Come on. No? You don't want to work for me? Is that what you're telling me? There we go. Then let's see, the rest of it will be this stuff to put up our walls. Come on. Just snap for me. Oh my goodness. It's one of those times where building in, I think, free flying mode will be easier for us. There we go. This feature will most likely not be in survival, if I had to guess. So I don't know how we're going to do these little details at awkward spots. Oh, there we go, and here too. Oh my goodness. All right. This thing is pretty hard to control like this. There we go. on here. Lower it down by 1, I guess. Let's get back into our body. No, I don't want a quick load. Alright, perfect. Oh, I'm crouching. I was wondering why I'm walking so slow. This is the commander's tent. Sort of. We just need to fill in our gaps. Make everything nice and flush. Alright. That gap's kind of filled in. Let's get underneath this side so it's not floating off the ground. Alright, seal off the ends. Okay, that's sealed fairly nice. Gonna walk in here. And do this onto the roof. Come out to this end. Now, is this even going to be possible to seal off? Looks like that's going to be the question. And the answer is kinda. Yeah, just kinda. Yeah, little messy, but that's okay. It's not like we have really the correct blocks to do all this. I gotta leave that open. Alright, so we have a commander's tent, the troops, little towers, and this is kind of the main gate. Let's put some flags. Need some flags. So these guys are actually going to be blue because everything inside the Citadel is actually red already. Just do blue there. Put a small blue one on each one of these tents. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Put our spawning flag. Bots. No. Tools? Yep. So here's the attacker spawn point. It's right in the middle there. Perfect. Starting point slot 1. Do I want to put a starting point in every single one of these tents? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright. Let's add some staircases to all of these little towers. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. There is the siege camp. Kind of wish it was a little bit more of a round shape, but you know, you can't have everything perfect all the time. It's okay to have a little bit of asymmetry. Let's go ahead and put the defender starting location. Let's see, let's just put a couple flags throughout the courtyard here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. The defenders, I guess, spawn all in one spot. They don't have multiple slots. Or do they? Yeah, they really don't. So, there we go. Defenders spawn in the courtyard, allowing them to get to the walls fairly quickly. You can see the camp from a distance, and we have already run pretty long on this episode. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are enjoying the content, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more gaming goodness. Check out my other videos for more creative things, and follow me on Twitter. That's in the description down below if you want some nonsensical tweets. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.